things you just don't see every day. So when it happens, it stops you in your tracks.
We expect that'll be the case on Valentine's Day, again Saturday,
Saturday,
when runners take to Omaha's streets wearing underwear for the world to see. Cupid's Undie Run also connects to a collection of paintings on display at UNO.
And Rachel Mindrup is an artist and educator. Good to have you here, Rachel.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in.
Thanks
It's
for
your first
having me.
time here.
I know, we've been chatting.
Before we get started, well, she's going to hold up this. This
You'll
is
see
don't
this.
show it
I
yet.
know.
Let's save
It's
that for
great.
later. But before we talk about the Undie Run, we got to talk about this cause because it's called neurofibromatosis.
Very
What
good.
is it?
It's a very hard word to pronounce. It is a genetic disorder that causes tumors to grow anywhere in or on your body. And it's very common. So it affects 1 in 3,000 births. There's no cure, there's no treatment. It's progressive, and it can affect any family at any time.
So in a lot of cases, right, this is children in almost all cases, right? It's
Yeah,
affecting
you're born with it.
And I know we have some images to show you too, and some local stories that are very powerful. What prompted you to create this series of paintings of people with NF?
Well, my son is my motivated, cause for all this. He was diagnosed at 4 months old. I had never heard of it, couldn't pronounce it and that sort of thing. And so I went through a long time of how do I tell my son that he's got an incurable progressive genetic disorder. So I thought, why not really try and meet people who also have it and learn their stories. And being a painter, it seems like a good fit to paint portraits. And portraits, just by their nature, are sort of commemorative. When you see a portrait, usually it's honoring somebody. And as a portrait painter, I realize I get to have that authority to decide who is important and whose stories to share.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you're a fantastic artist, I must say,
Yes,
looking at some of these
beautiful
pictures. What's it
work.
like for somebody dealing with this disease on a daily basis?
It is, it's not easy. And so actually all the portraits on display they're down at UNO, and all of the portraits share the biographies of each person painted. And so when people go to UNO and they go to the library, they can see each portrait and they can read all the struggles. And the portraits are designed to show people as more than just a genetic disorder, show them as who they are, drinking coffee, playing guitar, cooking, whatever you like to do. That's first and foremost. Second is the NF, and people can see what's going on.
We were looking at your Facebook page a moment ago. I'd love to pull that back up, and if you wouldn't mind, explain how you're incorporating social media.
Oh,
Here.
the whole project is social media driven.
Yeah.
So these people are from all over the world, and I basically connect with them through Facebook, and they will actually go get photos taken of themselves. So loved ones will take the photos and send them to me, and I will sort of go back and forth and discuss with them how they want to be portrayed. And often what ends up being in the painting and what is left out of the painting, are very interesting. So these people are mediating how they want to be represented. And oftentimes what they leave out of those paintings is just as telling as what I'm portraying.
And again, the portraits are on display at UNO. Right?
Yes.
Where can people see those? How can they go see them?
They're actually, what's wonderful is they're on display at the UNO library. So the great thing about a university library is it's open all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just extremely grateful to UNO's English department and their Service Learning Academy for basically putting on this exhibition. The UNO students, besides going and looking at the paintings and so forth, have to write papers and then do sorts of things like that. And the service learning component is getting them outside of the classroom to raise
Wonderful.
NF awareness, which comes to the raise
Undie
Undie
Run.
Run,
Yes,
right?
the
Let's
Undie
get
Run.
here.
And
So
this is, the winner gets this.
The winner gets that,
a
yes.
version, right? This is from last year. A silly event.
It
right?
is.
People running around in underwear. We're not going to pretend like this is serious.
If the portraits are serious, the run is
the
anything
exact
but.
opposite. Look
Yes.
at this, but I love the spirit of
Yes,
the
it's
participants
fun.
here.
You'll
Yeah.
also notice I'm nowhere to be seen because I was hiding in the back. So
Well, and some people do wear underwear and little else, and then some people are well covered with underwear on the outside.
I like to tell people it's up to your interpretation. Long johns are considered underwear. Tutus are considered underwear. I don't really care what you wear as
What
long
did
as
you wear? What did
So it was embarrassing, and I untagged myself in many photos. I wore a red sports bra with a big red scarf, and I wore like black tights with men's boxers.
Yeah.
I thought that counted.
Right, that counts, yeah.
And it takes a bit of nerves, you know, to actually disrobe and run down Omaha in your
What
underwear.
a great way to raise awareness for people who are driving by wondering what is happening at Midtown Crossing.
Well,
Is this.
And all of the proceeds go to the Children's Tumor Foundation, which is the
wonderful.
leading NF charity.
Cupid'sUndyRun.com. We encourage you to register there or plug in on social media, and then also I'll look out for Many Faces of NF on social media, and then at the library at UNO. Thank you. It's great
Yes,
to have you here.
thanks so much for having me.
Old high school classmates, Rachel and I.
I
Great to see you
heard.
again.